Hey everybody, welcome back to our series, and in the second episode, in this one, we're gonna track the bass, or Henning's gonna do it, so enjoy it and stay tuned till the next time. Bye bye. Right, unplug and
oh well, I will figure out that interface thing.
a thing to keep in mind is always check your tuning, because otherwise you'll regret it. It's just like having your guitars in tune and having the intonation set in tune is like a crucial part of a good recording. Don't underestimate it. And it's like tuning a guitar or bass, like just it takes 5 seconds. It's like no time actually, but it's worth it.
Speaking of tuning, by the way, would you be so kind and unplug the cord?
Sure, darling.
It's so nice of you. Thank you. Speaking of tuning, for everyone wondering, I'm tuning my basses always because I hate 5 strings. Just my personal thing. I drop them to a D standard. So if you are wondering, that's not an E that he's playing. Well, it is, but I'm detuned.
So just to be exact, you're D, then G,
then C, then F. So every string is just a whole step below, so that I don't have to learn all my scales and all my thingies. So tuning it up new. But I have the low D, which I quite frankly use very often.
I believe that. All right, cool. We're running a little hot here, I think, on the...
Are we? Oh well.
Maybe.
Just a little bit. There we go. So we added a bass track, and now it's time to think about what we actually want to do. So there are a few approaches. You can just jam over it a few times, or you go part by part, listen to it, and in the very beginning, that is also the chorus, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of like. It's like part of the chorus.
Yeah, exactly. I would go for a simple, really 8th note
straight 8s.
rock bass thing. Nothing too special. You don't have to overthink it. And yeah, let's see.
Play what fits the song.
Yeah.
Surf the song. Great, I really like that kind of walking bass thing you did up the neck at the end of the intro.
Yeah, just a little wave to drop into
but I think it's great. It really draws you into the verse, which is a cool thing. Let's have a listen to it.
All right.
See how he did.
Let's see how he did. Well, there we go.
I like it.
Well, yeah, I would take that. I mean, we produced a demo. You could go in and do the nitty-gritty, all that super precise stuff. But one thing that I pay attention to actually is when you're doing things step by step, and well, now we have to figure out what to do with the verse with a bass.
Sure.
It's important for those notes that you just keep ringing until they die. Actually, just don't do it that way. Just mute it when the new part really kicks in, so that you don't have unnatural cuts and unnatural.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, you know what I mean. Yeah. You have to run smoothly from one part to
into
another.
the next.
Yeah. So actually, to talk about the verse, I don't hear bass there.
Me
I
neither.
actually don't. So I would just let it breathe, let it be open. Imagine a vocalist doing his thing, and come up maybe in the pre-chorus or maybe a little before that with an idea. And
Right, let's do this. Let's get like maybe a little bit in front of the pre-chorus and let's have a listen to the verse, how airy it sounds, which is kind of nice. I dig that. And then let's see what we can do with the pre-chorus.
so one thing that's quite nice. Well, let's have a listen first.
I think that's great.
Doing it in a melodic way is oftentimes a nice way to introduce the bass back again into the song and not make that heavy impact that a low E would have when you just drop it in and say, pa.
And we don't want that in the pre-chorus,
No,
not
no,
in
no.
this song, because you have this very tender, airy verse, then you wouldn't drop in with your bass like bap in the pre-chorus. I think it wouldn't sound too good, but leaving that heaviness and that full-bodied weight sound bass guitar for the chorus actually is cool. Because you hear the bass and thinking, where is it? I want to hear it, and then there's the chorus, and then you go,
There we
relief.
have the impact.
All right.
Well, let's try it out.
Yeah.
Maybe I will mess up. Maybe I will
Not.
nail it. Let's find out.
Nice. Let's have a listen.
Let's have a listen. I did the chorus because same thing as I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
When you have transitions from one part to another, like I did. That little rhythmic thing. This is hard to cut. This is always
I believe that.
a little tricky. So if you are in the flow and if you know the song, just get on with it, play it. And there was a little accident here, a little happy accident, and I actually kind of liked it. But we will decide that when we have a listen. Let's go.
That's kind of interesting because actually by accident he changed the chord and its structure a little bit. I think I was playing it's the B major chord there, and you went. Where did you go on the bass?
I went up. I went to the E, didn't I? I have to listen to it. Exactly.
Sounds great. It's like the Tom Petty approach. Take a listen to Into the Great Wide Open. Check out the chorus. Lots of crazy bass tones there you wouldn't actually do by purpose, but it sounds killer.
Oopsala.
And we did that by accident. So just one example of go with the track, go with the flow. You never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, and don't doubt yourself.
Yeah.
And stop right in the tracks. You never know. I mean, tape's not an issue anymore. It's cheap. You can do it over and over again. But when you always stop, you're taking away a lot of opportunity.
Yeah.
There's no harm in doing something wrong. And sometimes, like in this incident, it's even a good thing. So, well, I would stick with that.
Sure. Keep on going.
And keep going.
So then we're in the verse, and I actually cut it a little shorter. So like the second verse is a little smaller, a little shorter than the first one. Just like you don't want to bore anybody. So here we go. And it's common in pop music. So like having the second one shorter than the first one.
You have 3 minutes.
Yeah.
That's all you got. Well, let's. And even that little part is shortened, so everything is just
little cut together,
boiled
just like
down. All right, I will try my best to do this one.
nice.
So now I did it on purpose because I knew, well, I fucked up. Can I say that? I messed up the last time, so now make it stick and make it an idea and actually.
Yeah, great. Maybe what are you actually playing in the pre-chorus? I know it kind of like happened maybe with an accident as well, but what are you actually playing?
Well, we talked about it rhythmically, but what harmonically happens is that I take the E and just put a little garnish on it.
So garnish the power chord.
Yeah, so I start with the fifth and the E, nothing too ordinary. And then I go down to the fourth and then the third. So that I got that little movement that doesn't change too much with the rest that is actually changing. So I keep out of the way of what the guitars are doing.
But still making
it... And keep it melodic.
Yeah.
That's the thing, yeah.